Hey guys, I just got back from a trip on the beach. I was lucky enough to use all three of these machines. They're from Minelab. It's a Minelab CTX 3030, the Equinox, and the Excalibur 2. All three killer machines on the beach. But today I'm going to do a micro session on the 800 and to help you get set up and quickly hunting on the beach, no matter where you are. This only takes about 5 minutes to do, and you're up and running, and you'll be finding treasure just like this gold ring that I found down at Hilton Head last week. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey guys, Scott here from the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com. And today, like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna focus on setting your Equinox 800 up for the beach in about 5 minutes. This is gonna be a micro session video. I like doing these for you guys. They're very simple, easy to do for me, and they're very simple for you guys to follow. And I get a lot of feedback on them. So we're gonna do another micro session on the Equinox today. I think it'll be number 8. But it's going to be strictly on beach settings and how to get up and running within 5 minutes and out finding all that cool treasure like I did at Hilton Head Island, South Carolina last week. But before we start the video and get into the settings, I got to give a big shout out to our friends over at Fort Bedford Metal Detectors who have continually, support this channel, who help me out with these machines. If you guys are looking for a metal detector, please give them your business. Please give them a thought. Check out their website. I'll throw up the link right now. You should see it. Give Keith Leppert a call over there. He is amazing, gives amazing support to us on our Facebook group, on my channel, and several other folks that we know in our group. So if you guys are thinking about getting great service, want great service, need a metal detector, need a piece of gear, need a scoop like I got here, he has all that over there. So give him a call or check him out on his Facebook or on his website. All that information is shown right in front of you right now. I also want to give a shout out to my patrons over on patreon.com. Had a lot of fun over there. And, I want to give another shout out to my friend Brian, was one of my patrons who supplied this wireless mic system from Rode to support the channel. It works great. I'm having a good time with it. So thanks again, Brian. I really appreciate it. And you guys too can support over on the Patreon channel or Patreon page. It is a platform where you'll have direct access to me, and I've been helping Brian and some folks over there as well. So if you have any questions or you need some help with your metal detector, whether it be any of the Minelab detectors you see here, or a GPX, or an AT Pro, or an XP Deus, you can reach out to me through that platform and have direct access to me, and I'm going to help you out. And that's as little as $1 a month. You can subscribe to that platform and see all the weird things I'm doing behind the scenes in preparation for some of these videos. You actually get to see these videos before I release them up to YouTube for public consumption. But rest assured, if you don't want to, it's okay. The videos will eventually make it to YouTube, but I like to give these guys a sneak peek when I can. So all the housekeeping out of the way, let's get into the settings of the Equinox 800 for the beach and get you up and running. Like I said, within 5 minutes, you're going to be out on the beach finding awesome treasure. So machine's powered on. That's all you got to do first is turn on the machine. Now I like to hunt in beach 1, which is over here, or beach 2. To get there, you just cycle through your menu by hitting the search coil until you get to beach 1. Now, a little tip off the bat, if you want to hunt in both beach programs, but you don't want to keep cycling through the menu to get back and forth to beach 1 and beach 2, because you can't go backwards. You just have to keep cycling through till you get over to beach 1 again. What I like to do is put my second beach program in my additional search profile. So all I got to do is hit this button once, and it puts me in that beach 2 program. And then if I want to go back to beach 1, hit it again, I'm back. So I can just switch back and forth without cycling through the menu system at all. So you're down to 2 clicks versus basically 5 or 6. So we're going to leave it in beach 1 right now and go through the settings. For starters, the sensitivity, I have mine at 18 right now because I'm near my house and it's got some feedback. For sensitivity, I recommend, starting out at 20, maybe 21. The higher you go, it's going to get a little more chatty, and if you can stand it, then run it. But if you want it quiet, usually around 20, dropping it down to 18, usually does the trick, and I haven't had any issue at that 18 to 20 range. So that's your sensitivity. Cycling through, let's just start at the beginning. We're going to noise cancel after we get everything done, so we're going to blow it off for now. Your ground balance, if you notice, everything's at 0 here. So when you're in beach mode, it puts you at ground balance 0. You don't need to really do anything. The machine knows you're in sand, and I think it compensates for it. So there's not much you can do there. You can try to ground balance it, but good luck with that. I would leave it right where it is and don't worry about it. Your volume, it's your pick on how loud you want it to be. I keep mine at 22. Now, this is another option you can pick. I don't typically run a threshold, not a big deal for me, but some people like to run that threshold where you hear this constant humming. That's up to you. Like I said, I don't typically run it. I leave it at 0, but I know guys who do, and they like it, so it's up to you. Target tones, I like 5. Some people prefer 50, but I like to keep it at 5. Now your accept reject, this is basically the standard way the Equinox starts out. If you want to hunt in all metal mode, I'll show you that here in a minute, which actually helps you determine what a bottle cap is. I leave it just where it is right now, and I'm going to show you how to click over to all metal mode when you're on the beach, so that way you can kind of check bottle caps and so forth. Let's move on to your, well, this is telling me my iron bias. We're going to go back to the recovery speed. So I have mine at 4. By default, I believe it sets it at 6, if I'm not mistaken. I never run anything at 6. That's just my preference. I always drop it back to 4. I like 4, unless it's really trashy, then I'll go up. But I like 4. It gives you a little bit more depth. You can even run it at 3, maybe 2 if you want to try to get more depth. But I think 4 is a happy balance between everything. So I usually run mine in 4. Now, for iron bias, that's a different story. I know for a fact that they run there, that it starts out iron bias of 6. I never use 6. I think you're killing yourself if you're using 6. Drop it back to 4. A lot of times I'm only going to use 2. And sometimes I won't use any. But for starters, I start out at 2. If I need any more, I bump it up. If I need less, I take it down. So that's where I set my iron bias at, usually 2. And then from there, all you do is go to noise cancel, lift your coil off the ground. I'm not going to lift it right now, but people have given me crap before. You got to lift your coil off the sand, about parallel to the ground, and then hit noise cancel. And really, at this point, you are ready to go hunt. But I wanted to show you one thing when you are hunting. If you want to determine, sometimes those bottle caps are killers. It's hard to determine what a bottle cap is. Sometimes, well, a lot of times, most of the time, if you go into all metal mode by clicking this horseshoe and go over the bottle cap, it should, if it isn't already, sometimes it'll usually hit a negative number, then go to a positive number. And if you don't see that, then it's going to fool you. If you put it in all metal mode, you might hear some of that iron tone to it. So that's a little trick to the trade there if you want to avoid bottle caps. I typically dig everything on the beach just because it's just how I do it. I don't find enough on the beach to where I'm wore out from digging multiple holes down at Hilton Head. I usually dig everything just because at Hilton Head where I usually go, there isn't a lot of targets. They're scattered far between, and yeah, I just get bored and I want to dig something. So I usually end up digging everything anyway. Hey guys, like I said, if you guys want more information on Equinox, or if you have any questions about the Equinox 800 or 600, there's a lot of stuff over my website that goes through a lot of reviews, a lot of how-tos, and some of the things we've done with Equinox so far. But hey, join me on Patreon, and for $1 a month, you can ask me anything. I can help you. I can get you set up. I can do all kinds of stuff for you over there. And on top of that, it's drama-free. It seems to be there's a lot of drama out there in the metal detecting channels these days from what I'm seeing. You're going to find that here, folks. No drama. We try to avoid all that stuff. So join me over on Patreon where you can hit me up with any questions you have. I'm happy to help you. And I'm happy to help you here too. I just won't get to it as quick as I can over on Patreon. So there you go, guys. Hope this helped you out. I know it's a little late in the season to be posting a video on the Equinox on the beach, but I did it at the request of one of my subscribers here who I know is going out there in 3 weeks. So I want to give them a good luck, and I hope you find a ton of treasure. And thanks for watching and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'll see ya. Where's the lens? There it is. I'll see ya in another mental metal video. Thanks for watching.